It's lightning fast, sudden death, turbo tennis. 1 point, one chance,
And so much.
$1 million. 9 serves up. A racket-ripping new sensation. Professionals, amateurs, celebrities. From the world's #1 to our very own Carl Stefanovic.
The guy's a daredevil.
The 1 Point Slam.
Settle in, everybody.
Wednesday on 9 and 9 Now.
If it's obvious you need great insurance, get GIO. Great insurance, obviously.
Sport? No, I'm sorry. Not in this town, never heard of it.
Want to play?
Come on. Wait, what?
Be first in line for a thrilling time with Keno Go.
Score a 50-cent Macca's soft serve cone, a $2 hamburger, or frozen drinks from $1. The loose change menu from 50 cents.
The GWM Havel H6 plug-in hybrid is packed with features that deliver more.
Extreme hair damage versus 3-minute miracle. Who's gonna win? This is Pantene Miracles, and this is how it repairs 3 months of damage in 3 minutes. My hair wins thanks to the Pro-V formula with collagen. New Pantene Miracles, now also available in Hyaluron.
Tired of doing it the hard way? Try Light and Easy. Get 5 days of delicious breakfasts, lunches and dinners for just $99 with your first delivery. And if you don't love it, get your money back. Lose weight the Light and Easy way.
This goes out to the back-to-school crew, beating the bell, raising hell. Out of the box, out of the blocks. Find your perfect fit at the athlete's foot.
You want to smoke, sis?
Nah, I think I'm ready to quit.
Solid. Hello, I'm Natasha Beyersdorf. In NBN News tonight, the terrible toll from Victoria's bushfire disaster as 27 blazes continue to burn. Hero police officer Amy Scott reveals a personal battle diagnosed with cancer. The billion-dollar plan to stockpile Australia's critical minerals. Good news for patients with GP bulk billing rates surging across New South Wales. And families flock to Melbourne Park ahead of the action at the Australian Open. NBN News at 6.
The family armed with an old fire truck, helping neighbours and saving homes amid catastrophic bushfires. Their story at 7.
Experience the best of Egypt for two from $9,999 for 2 people, including flights. Explore the timeless wonders of this ancient land on a historic discovery tour. Search Tripadeal now.
The new 2.2-litre Isuzu MU-X SUV with smooth 8-speed transmission tows up to 3.5 tonnes. Love how you live in the new Isuzu MU-X.
Yo, Hungry Jacks, let's kick it. Iced coffee, Nutella, iced coffee. All right, stop for iced coffee with Nutella, or storm with Nutella. Roll in to Hungry Jacks.
Whiskers are more. Most parents don't realise that young bones are still soft, and without the correct support in their school shoes, children may develop serious problems. That's why Ascent leather school shoes feature the latest sports shoe technology. Stable around the heel, supportive under the arch, with ample cushioning underfoot to protect their growing feet, and a wide range of styles and widths for the perfect fit. So don't compromise this back to school. Ask for Ascent. They're sports shoes in disguise.
Meet Maddie. She could spend her last $50 on a packet of cigarettes. Instead, she spends it on what matters most.
Feed the mob, not the habit.
The McDonald Jones huge homemade sale is on now, where nothing beats great design. And we've got loads of them, all packed with unbeatable value, like ducted air, luxury appliances, double glazing, stone bench tops, solar, and yep, even the kitchen sink. And new homes starting from just $298,000. Now that's home made affordable. Start today and visit a display.
The eyes of the world turn to Melbourne.
That's the confidence of a major champion.
There is a buzz out there.
You can't take your eyes off it. Incredible.
Oh my! All eyes were focused on the twists and turns.
Coming up tonight, the police force rallies around hero officer Amy Scott as she reveals a personal battle. An update on an 18-year-old man stabbed outside a Newcastle shopping centre. Is Australia's landmark social media ban working? We'll look at the latest statistics. GP bulk billing rates surge, especially in New South Wales. Plus, highlights from the Golden Globes in Hollywood. And Aussie aerial skier Danielle Scott hits form ahead of Milano Cortina. The details next. Tonight, an elderly cattle farmer who was defending his property identified as the victim of Victoria's bushfire crisis. The Prime Minister recalls Parliament for new security laws in the wake of the Bondi terror attack. Hero police officer Amy Scott, who took down the Westfield killer, battling breast cancer. Rose Byrne's golden Hollywood moment and funny message to her parents watching back in Sydney. And Alex de Minaur hits centre court, ramping up preparations for the Australian Open.
This is NBN News with Natasha Beyersdorf.
Good evening. Parliament will return for an emergency session next Monday to confront rising extremism following the Bondi terror attack. The Prime Minister will aim to fast-track landmark legislation to criminalise hate preachers and launch a national gun buyback scheme.
The new laws for life after Bondi.
The terrorists at Bondi Beach had hatred in their minds, but guns in their hands. This law will deal with both.
Parliament to be recalled Monday to pay respect to victims before the sweeping legislation will be debated and voted on in a day.
We will not stand in the way of getting things done, but we want to get it right.
Once these laws are passed, they will be the toughest hate laws Australia has ever seen.
That includes new offences for hate preachers and preachers aiming to radicalise young people. More offensive symbols will be added to the outlawed list. There's new powers for the Home Affairs Minister to cancel or refuse visas, and new laws targeting organisations that promote hate.
We have had enough of organisations that hate Australia playing games with Australian law.
Legislation for a mass gun buyback will also be introduced, but costs and responsibilities will need to be shared with the states. And already the Northern Territory has raised objections.
States who don't participate will have to justify that to their own people.
These laws seem destined to be passed before the Bell Royal Commission meets for the first time. And given the magnitude of the changes, they also seem destined to be challenged here at the High Court.
There is an urgency, but matched with getting it right.
The new laws will be released publicly tomorrow.
Charles Croucher, NBN News.
Inspector Amy Scott put her life on the line to take down a killer at Bondi Junction. Tonight, the mother of two is facing a new and personal fight. Diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of breast cancer. The news has brought a wave of support with more than $170,000 donated to the family.
A public hero facing a personal battle.
I'm devastated. I'm devastated to hear this news. I mean, if anyone deserves a break, it's Amy, and we just wish her the very best. She's an absolute champion.
Inspector Amy Scott single-handedly ended Joel Couchy's deadly rampage at Bondi Junction nearly 2 years ago. Bravery in confronting danger, compassion in its aftermath.
Really importantly as well are those victims, their family and friends, who will be forever dealing with an unfathomable tragedy.
Now it's the 41-year-old who's in our thoughts, diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of breast cancer.
The whole police family are suffering at the moment with the knowledge of her diagnosis.
From the Police Commissioner, we want her to know she is surrounded by the unwavering love and support of the entire force.
She's a genuine, bona fide Australian hero, someone that we owe a huge debt of gratitude to.
Inspector Scott and her young family have known of her diagnosis for some months, but as her colleagues responded to the terrorist attack at Hunnica by the Sea a month ago, the Eastern Suburbs commander answered the phone to a familiar voice.
The first call she got was from Amy Scott. Do you need me there now? Now, that is just the measure of that police officer.
And a measure of the nation's gratitude, a police legacy fundraiser has already well surpassed its $25,000 goal.
We wish her all the best and she will have our full support.
Liz Daniels, NBN News.
A beloved farmer in his 80s from a small town in central Victoria is being honoured after he was killed in the state's bushfire disaster. Tonight, Maxwell Hobson is being remembered as a true blue, hard-working man with a good heart.
The charred shell of a ute, a sobering reminder of a farmer's desperate bid for survival. Maxwell Hobson killed in the Longwood blaze. His vehicle overcome with flames in the town of Gober as he tried to flee.
Just a great Australian guy. Just a good guy.
The stud farmer was determined to stay and protect his cattle, but his property at Terrep Terrep was overwhelmed by a wall of flames. On this treacherous windy stretch, tragedy struck just minutes after he fled. His car ditched on a steep embankment, the back driver's side door wide open, Max's body found 100 metres away. Andrew Embling had been mates with Max for more than a decade. His family has lost properties in the fire and now a dear friend.
When you've got true blue farmers coming in and crying on your shoulder, that's hard.
It's a devastating impact and it's a devastating reminder of the tragedy that fire can bring to any community, to any household, to any doorstep.
And fresh reminders of what residents have faced.
We were down the back and we got hit by a hurricane. Pretty scary. House is okay. It's raining at least, but there's 100-kilometre winds.
One house that was saved, still warning of danger.
Can hear the smoke alarms going, they work, which is good.
In Avenel, Fowles Wines, once lush green vines, reduced to barren plains. Matt Fowles fought for hours to fend off the flames, but eventually they forced him out, as his life's work disintegrated and his family home decimated.
I think it's the trying to catch the memories for the kids, and that's probably the hardest bit, figuring out what to do with them.
The only building left, the winery itself.
It's all just dust. Rubble and dust.
Amid the tragedy, farmers now face another grim struggle, keeping their animals from starving. For Andrew, there's no time to grieve. He's now leading a large-scale hay operation in Alexandra, delivering hundreds of bales to struggling farmers. And despite the circumstances, still some humour.
I don't really like this retaining wall. I might just let it burn.
Meanwhile, in Queensland, ex-tropical cyclone Koji is now dumping rain further inland, sparking a flood emergency in the state's central region. Several people have been rescued after becoming trapped by fast-rising water, including in Clermont and Tartus. And with more flooding on the way, authorities warn the danger is far from over. An 18-year-old man who was stabbed outside Market Town shopping centre in Newcastle yesterday remains in a serious but stable condition at John Hunter Hospital. The attack unfolded just before 3:30 a.m, with the man suffering stab wounds to his head and neck. Police are continuing their investigations. At this stage, no arrests have been made. 3 men remain before the courts, charged over a brawl in the Hunters suburb of Butteye on the weekend. Reporter Lauren Kemp joins us live from the newsroom. Lauren, several people were hospitalised.
Tash, 4 men aged in their 50s and early 60s were taken to John Hunter and Maitland hospitals for head injuries following lacerations, including following the fight, which broke out near a licensed venue on Lings Road on Saturday night. It's understood emergency services were called to the area at 11:30, around half an hour after the venue closed, and officers were told 3 men, including one allegedly armed with a knife, assaulted the group. Police say the trio of alleged offenders tried to leave in a vehicle but was stopped and taken to Cessnock Police Station. Today, a 29-year-old was granted conditional bail to face Newcastle local court on January 21. A 33-year-old has meanwhile been refused bail to appear before Cessnock local court on the same day, while a 37-year-old man remains in custody on a string of charges, including a choking offence. He'll face court in March. Tash.
Lauren, thank you. Staff and patrons managed to foil an armed robbery at a Lake Macquarie venue last week. Police were called to the Edgeworth Sport and Recreation Club at around 9:30 on Friday night, with reports a man had threatened staff with a firearm before demanding cash. They say a number of people managed to wrestle the 36-year-old to the ground and remove the firearm from him before officers arrived. The man's been refused bail to front court on March 18. A second person's been charged with allegedly displaying Nazi symbols in Lake Macquarie. On December 16, a 32-year-old man was charged with displaying offensive symbols on a boat parked at a home in Swansea. He remains before the courts. Following inquiries, a 34-year-old woman was issued an attendance notice to front Belmont local court next month. The owners of a popular Cardiff cafe have been left brokenhearted after their store was targeted by thieves, fleeing with the till and leaving a trail of damage. Tonight, there are calls for fellow businesses to be vigilant.
In the early hours of Sunday morning, a business owner's worst nightmare comes true. Brazen thieves breaking into Little Millard's Cafe at Cardiff South, making off with the till, which contains $300. They're unaware their movements are being caught on camera, frame by frame.
One guy wearing a white cap and another guy wearing a print top.
So they've obviously parked up in another street and come in off the road.
The damage breaking the hearts of owners Gemma and Graham Arthur.
We were just coming here to clean up, get ready for the new year, and that was our New Year present to start.
Police were back on scene this morning collecting evidence. The ordeal leaving locals shocked.
It's sad and it's scary too as well, especially for our small business owners, and we are doing our hard work and these people just everywhere.
They're like our family.
As police continue to investigate the break-in, the cafe's owners are encouraging other local businesses to be vigilant and take precautions.
We have to look at the more security on that side as well, or maybe more cameras or alarm systems.
Alexandra Rees, NBN News.
Dozens of Hunter homes have been damaged after strong winds and heavy rain lashed the region yesterday. The SES was called to 41 jobs across the northern zone, mostly for damage caused by fallen trees. That included an incident at Lake Macquarie where a tree crashed through a fence and hit the roof of a home in Jules. Crews were on scene this morning helping the owners with repairs. A new report from CleanBill has revealed bulk billing has more than doubled across New South Wales since GP incentives were introduced in 2024. Hunter GP Association Chair Dr Fiona Van Leeuwen says she feels the initiative is unsustainable unless a practice has a high turnover of medicine.
I think what matters to most doctors and to our patients is the quality of care that people are receiving. You want to optimise and maximise your preventative care.
Close to 7,000 clinics were included in the report. Another reminder from lifeguards to only swim at patrolled locations following a spate of rescues at Lake Macquarie. Hot weather saw thousands flock to local beaches, leading to a spike in calls for help, including 3 at unpatrolled locations.
I can't emphasise enough, swim between those flags, look for a patrolled location, listen to the lifeguards.
Local lifeguards performed 4 rescues and took almost 190 preventative measures on Saturday alone. Merewether High is one of 10 schools to pilot the state government's revamped Respectful Relationships education program. The initiative provides staff with resources and system-based expertise to help address the drivers of gender violence and promote equality. Let's take a quick look at the top temperatures today. We did have some rain about. Lake Macquarie hit 23 and it was 25 in Maitland. You're watching NBN News. Still ahead, a man charged over a fake bomb vest scare at Bondi. The suspicious items allegedly found inside his car. Solar surge, the record amount of energy used to get us through last week's heatwave. The latest on Australia's landmark social media ban. How many teenagers have been locked out? And Australians scattered among Hollywood's elite at the 83rd Golden Globes.
Meet the experts, free travel talks and one day only exclusive deals. Plus, book and deposit your next holiday at the Expo to go into the draw for a chance to win up to $250,000. Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, Jan 18, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Next Newcastle.
Tired of doing it the hard way? Try Light and Easy and get your first delivery of 5 breakfasts, lunches and dinners for just $99. Lose weight without losing the joy of eating. Get lasting results the Light and Easy way.
Yo, Hungry Jacks, let's kick it. Iced coffee, Nutella, iced coffee. Alright, stop for iced coffee with Nutella, or storm with Nutella. Roll in to Hungry Jacks.
Grab the crew and get out there for a BCFing summer. Club members, catch a beauty with a Daiwa Crossfire XT or LDZ spin combo. Only $89.99. Fresh on!
BCFing fun, hey!
What started with a passenger list led me to discover the incredible story of my great-great-great Aunt Mary.
There could be more to your story too. Piece it together with Ancestry.
APT Luxury Travel, everything to a T. Experience Canada and Alaska with the 22-day Rockies, Odyssey and Alaska cruise. Save up to $2,600 per couple. Search APT Luxury Travel or contact Hello World Travel.
The Plush summer sale is on now with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off during the summer sale. On now at Plush, the sofa specialists.
Think sofas, think Plush. This goes out to the back to school crew. Beating the bell, raising hell. Out of the box, out of the blocks. Find your perfect fit at the Athlete's Foot.
Crowd starting to build on what promises to be a riveting game of cricket. Billy charging in from the Supreme end. Oh, he's middled that straight towards those Leader and Supreme bands. The crowd's loving it. Good times with Leader and Supreme bands.
At HV Aluminium, order a Fleximum patio cover screen enclosure or pool enclosure before the 23rd and pay no labour costs. Plus, there's no labour cost on the Paradise Room or the Eclipse opening roof. But only until the 23rd of this month at HV Aluminium.
Don't miss all new awesome Monster Truck Super Thrills and Stunt Spectacular. Newcastle Showground, Saturday, January 17. World first insane total rollover Monster Truck EMA, Outback Thunder and more. Backflip and freestyle motocross, stunt acts. Monster Trucks gone wild. Book now and be there.
Meet the experts, free travel talks and one day only exclusive deals. Plus, book and deposit your next holiday at the Expo to go into the draw for a chance to win up to $250,000. Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, Jan 18, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Next Newcastle.
The bomb squad has been called to Bondi after locals raised concerns of a man wearing what appeared to be a vest packed with explosives. The scare occurred as thousands gathered for a vigil nearby to mark 30 days since last month's terror attack.
At first glance, it looks sinister. A camouflage vest with objects strapped to it in duct tape. A man was allegedly wearing it last night, wandering around Bondi Junction.
Something here, I don't know what it is. Maybe, I don't know the name in English, a bomb. And he asking, where is Bondi Beach?
At the same time, members of the Jewish community were at Bondi Beach for a vigil marking the end of a 30-day mourning period that followed the Bondi shooting. The sighting of the man in the vest triggered a major police response. Officers from a task force set up to counter anti-Semitism, and the bomb squad swooped. 34-year-old Cleophas Makaya from Victoria was arrested on Bondi Road. It's alleged a second tape vest was found in his car located in Maroubra, along with a mask and drugs. The vests were examined by the bomb disposal unit and deemed safe. Today in court, Makaya claimed he used the weighted camouflage vest for training and exercise, but the fact he was headed here to Bondi Beach, the scene of the vigil, after 10 o'clock last night, raised both suspicion and concerns from the magistrate. It's very distressing at this time of heightened feelings, and his alleged actions were incomprehensible. And locals today agreed.
Even if that was a joke, like that's not a funny one for sure, and it definitely spreads terror, you know.
Makaya was granted bail with the condition that he travel back to Victoria. In tears, he insisted it was all a mistake, but it brought fear to an already rattled community. Damien Ryan, NBN News.
Premier Chris Minns has announced plans to shut down underground prayer halls in a bid to stamp out hate preachers. Legislation will be put to Parliament, giving councils the power to cut off electricity and water to force unauthorised places of worship to close.
When it comes to racial hatred, we should have very bright, clear red lines.
Fines will be increased to $110,000 for operators who ignore shutdown orders. There have been demonstrations around the world in solidarity with Iranians standing up to its regime. More than 500 people have been killed in protests there, with Tehran now threatening to target US military bases if America intervenes.
These Iranians united by hope as they battle a brutal regime. The death toll from their defiance climbing, hundreds of people killed, bodies lining the streets in Tehran. Heavily armed security forces firing at crowds. A communications blackout still in place. The Iranian government announcing 3 days of national mourning for those killed fighting the protesters. Human rights groups say around 10,000 people have been arrested.
We stand with the people of Iran who are standing up for their human rights, standing up for their dignity, standing up for a change that is required.
Iran's president saying protest is the right of the people, but unrest and attacks on public places, setting fire to mosques, this is clearly a plan by the United States and Israel. Iran's parliament speaker delivering a message to Donald Trump. But if you take action to attack Iran, all US military centres, bases and ships in the region will be considered legitimate targets, he said. Death to America, they chant.
These are violent, if you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it, and we're looking at some very strong options.
Do you think the US should intervene?
US definitely must support. We don't want any more people get killed. They must do it as soon as possible.
In Los Angeles, an anti-regime protest turned chaotic when a truck drove through the crowds. One demonstrator smashed its window. Others ripped off signs that discouraged US interference. Police stepping in to prevent any attacks on the driver. Rallies also held in the UK and other parts of Europe.
We want to be their voice because the internet has been cut in our country and they can't show all the world that how they're suffering.
Demonstrations elsewhere across the world, like here in London, have been largely peaceful between protesters and police. These rallies showing support for Iranians back home who are risking their lives for a better future.
We are hoping Iran will be free very soon and then we can all go back to Iran and celebrate.
The exiled Crown Prince already planning for a transition of power.
I'm prepared to return to Iran at the first possible opportunity. My job is to lead this transition, to make sure that no stone is left unturned, that in full transparency people have an opportunity to elect their leaders freely and to decide their own future.
I'm so proud. I think Iranians, they are so brave.
Can you see what they're doing? I am so proud of them. Hannah Sinclair, NBN News.
It's hoped Australia's power grid has hit a historic turning point, with a record-breaking solar and battery output defying last week's heatwave. Meanwhile, the federal government has unveiled a national critical mineral stockpile worth $1.2 billion.
As temperatures soared, so did Australia's demand for power. Fears of failure in the heat were unfounded. Instead, the sun proving enemy and ally.
It's rooftop solar which is seeing Australia through these very hot days.
Last Thursday, more power was generated from solar in Australia than ever before. Friday, a record amount of energy came from batteries.
Not once did we have a warning that the electricity system was even close to a blackout or brownout.
That is progress. That is what Australia should seek to achieve.
There are now 4.2 million Australian homes with rooftop solar, roughly 1 in 3 nationwide. There's also been a drastic increase in home batteries, with an extra 195,000 installed under the government's subsidised scheme.
I do hope that this will be a turning point, but what we need is more investment.
Coal remains vital to the system, particularly during hot nights, and will again prove essential during winter months with fewer hours of sunlight. Critical to renewable energy infrastructure is critical minerals and rare earths. Tonight, the Treasurer is in Washington DC, pitching Australia's stockpile to its allies in a bid to loosen China's stranglehold on the supply chain.
We've been warning for years that Labor needs to be ensuring the supply of these critical minerals, and that means ensuring mining.
There is more work to be done, but right now we're adding certainty into the design of the reserve.
A bride and groom have been killed the morning after their wedding when a gas explosion ripped through a home in Pakistan's capital. The newlyweds are among 8 people who died in the blast. More than a dozen others were injured, some of whom had to be dug out after becoming trapped in the rubble. Meta has purged almost 550,000 suspected underage accounts from Instagram, Facebook and Threads since December. The tech giant warns current age check methods are hit and miss and is proposing the new Age Keys initiative. This would shift age verification to the App Store level before any downloads occur. A number of Australians were right at home among Hollywood's elite today at the 83rd Golden Globes in Los Angeles. The film One Battle After Another was one of the night's big winners, while one of our own secured a major award following 3 decades in the business.
I love her. I love them all, but Rose Byrne.
One of our own holding her own in Hollywood. Rose Byrne winning the first Golden Globe of her 30-year career for her role as an overwhelmed mother in the dark comedy If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Thank you for believing in me and giving me this opportunity. We shot this movie in 25 days for like $8.50. Thanks to, my mum and dad who bought Paramount Plus so they could watch the Golden Globes from Sydney.
Rose Byrne is at the very top of the A-list. The award season, it's just getting underway, but she's already won a swag of trophies for this role, proving she is very much in contention for the big one.
Everybody, let's go in the back. Come on.
I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. Whatever they want to throw at me.
Leonardo DiCaprio's one battle after another was one of the big winners of the night. The actor, an easy target for host Nikki Glaser.
What a career you've had. I mean, countless iconic performances. You've worked with every great director. You've won 3 Golden Globes, an Oscar. And the most impressive thing is that you were able to accomplish all of that before your girlfriend turned 30. I mean, it's just insane.
The comedian went for cringe.
I won't give up.
But a familiar face intervened.
Sweetie, you know I love you, but you have to stop singing. Your voice is so annoying.
In a first for the Golden Globes, podcasting was recognised.
The winner is Good Hang with Amy Poehler.
This is exactly how I pictured it. Snoop giving me the award.
No luck for Brisbane-born and Melbourne-raised Jacob Elordi. He was widely tipped to win Best Supporting Actor for Frankenstein, but lost to Stellan Skarsgård. Fellow Australians Sarah Snook and Joel Edgerton also missed out. But there's still time to make a comeback. The awards season is just getting started.
Proud of you, Rose. Congratulations.
So sweet. Thank you.
Congratulations.
In the United States, Reid Butler, NBN News.
Coming up next, the fuel explosion in the Philippines that sent people running. Bulk billing GPs on the rise, but so are out-of-pocket costs for patients. And the unique skill that saw this hunting musician take the stage with British rocker Youngblood.
I'm John Keneally and I manage an organic egg farm. The Ferris is great. The independent suspension gives an even cut and a smooth ride to get the job done fast. Same goes for me at home to keep my place up to scratch. I'd recommend a Ferris to anyone.
And action.
Hi, I'm Christine and I saved $413 by switching my insurance to UE.
Perfect, Christine. Oh, we just need some more hairspray. More hairspray. More hairspray. Not me, not me, not me.
UE. You insured.
What's on for the weekend? Got much planned? Those of us who do, well, on Monday, we'll have a story to tell. We won't just let time go by. We'll make the most of what's ours. Because a weekend well spent is a weekend conquered. And that's best done in a Ford Everest.
It's Tank World's up to 50% off clearance sale. Save up to 50% off our entire range of slimline tanks at Tank World pumps from 330 to 5,000 litres. All stock must go 10 days only. Think Tank World, 1-800 68 69 70.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now, with everything reduced across the entire range. That's affordable design for everyone. Everything is reduced during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, of course.
Just when you thought you'd seen it all, there's more for less at Aldi. Good different.
At HV Aluminium, order a Fleximum patio cover screen enclosure or pool enclosure before the 23rd and pay no labour cost. Plus, there's no labour cost on the Paradise Room or the Eclipse opening roof. But only until the 23rd of this month at HV Aluminium.
Go Harvey Norman. Shop split system air conditioners with no deposit 36 months interest-free on a participating Latitude credit card. Shop the latest in energy-efficient air conditioning from leading brands Fujitsu, Mitsubishi Electric, Samsung, Westinghouse and Rinnai with no deposit 36 months interest-free from Latitude. New customers must be approved. Minimum financed amount $500. T's and C's, charges and exclusions apply. Equal monthly payment plan and monthly credit card fee currently $10.95 applies. Don't miss no deposit 36 months interest-free from Latitude at Harvey Norman now.
Go! Fly free to Europe plus one day only savings when you book scenic or Emerald cruises at the Holiday and Cruise Expo. Reserve your free tickets to win. Newcastle Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, January 18, 10 till 3 at Next Newcastle.
Another ominous threat from the US President. Donald Trump has told the nation of Cuba to make a deal before it's too late. The communist-run island is a close ally of Venezuela and depends on it for oil. Since Nicolás Maduro was removed from power, those shipments have stopped. Today, President Trump took to Truth Social, saying there will be no more oil or money going to Cuba, as Venezuela now has the United States of America to protect them. A large fire has engulfed a small fuel station in the southern Philippines. Residents of Panabo City rushed to move cars, motorbikes and gas cylinders before the blaze erupted, sending flames high into the air. He's one of Italy's most famous voices, and legendary tenor Andrea Bocelli will perform at the Milano Cortina Winter Olympics opening ceremony next month. The maestro performed at the closing ceremony of the 2006 Winter Games in Turin. Organisers say this year's performance will be one of the most iconic moments of the event. The UK's former ambassador to the United States has apologised to Jeffrey Epstein's victims, but not for his own friendship with the convicted sex offender.
If I had known, if I was in any way complicit or culpable, of course I would apologise.
But you won't.
But I was not culpable. I was not knowledgeable of what he was doing.
The British politician also said his status as a gay man might have dissuaded Epstein from involving him. $50, that's how much the average New South Wales patient is paying to visit the GP, despite a surge in medical practices offering bulk billing across the country. Eddie Meyer breaks down the latest data.
In a report released today, healthcare directory Clean Bill has revealed a stunning turnaround in the number of GP clinics bulk billing, more than doubling to around 40% across the country in the past year. But New South Wales is doing better than most. Of the 2,342 clinics surveyed, 51.9% now bulk bill. That's up from just a third a year ago. One of the best results in the country. So what's driving this change?
From 1 November, the government increased the amount GP clinics across the country receive for becoming fully bulk billing. And so we've seen it make more economic sense for a lot more GP clinics across the country to adopt that fully bulk bill model.
But the news isn't as good at clinics that don't bulk bill. The average out-of-pocket cost for visiting those GPs in New South Wales has jumped from $44 last year to more than $50 this year, up almost 15%. And it seems Sydney-siders are bearing the brunt.
The GP clinics in cities actually receive lower incentives than GP clinics in regional and rural areas, which means that if you have a state like New South Wales that has a large regional population with a lot of GP clinics, those GP clinics are more likely to have switched to fully bulk billing because they're receiving more incentive to do so.
If you go to cleanbill.com.au, you'll be able to find a bulk billing doctor near you.
Donald Trump's administration is taking the head of the US Federal Reserve to federal court. Chairman Jerome Powell says the move amounts to unprecedented political pressure. For more, here's finance editor Chris Kohler.
It's never happened before. Grand jury subpoenas served to the Federal Reserve. On the surface, it's about supposed false testimony on the renovation of the central bank's headquarters. But today, the head of the Fed told the world it has nothing to do with that, plainly calling it an intimidation tactic by Donald Trump.
The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president.
The most powerful central bank in the world has always had independence, but with Jerome Powell's term finishing in May, commentators say the president may soon be much more involved in setting interest rates. Currency markets were relatively steady today despite all that. One Aussie dollar is buying 67 US cents tonight, and the ASX gained 40 points with big gains for gold miners. No surprise there, the price of gold continues to surge, hitting new record highs close to 7,000 Australian dollars per ounce.
The state's Deputy Police Commissioner is calling time on his career after 40 years of service. Peter Thurtell joined the police force in 1985, known best for his work in the search for murderer Malcolm Naden, as well as during multiple natural disasters. He'll be officially farewelled at a ceremony and march out next month at Sydney Police Centre. A young musician born and bred in the Hunter took centre stage at Sydney's Kudos Bank Arena on Saturday night. Newcastle's Jaden Webb called up by British rocker Youngblood after he displayed a sign stating he could play the Stars' song Fleabag upside down. And he did just that.
You said you can play upside down.
The 25-year-old graduated from Cardiff High School in 2017. Hasn't looked back by the looks of it. Adam Murray joins us now with the sport. Adam, Alex de Minaur has hit the court in Melbourne ahead of the Aussie Open.
He sure has. Good evening, Tash. The country's #1 hope wasn't at his best during the United Cup. Coming up, we'll show you how the Demon is looking after battling tweaks in the lead-up to the first Grand Slam of the year. Also ahead, the unfiltered Russian Daniil Medvedev rates his chances at Melbourne Park after claiming a big title in Brisbane. And another gold on the slopes for a high-flying Aussie as America's bobsledders survive a frightening crash.
Meet the experts, free travel talks and one-day-only exclusive deals. Plus, book and deposit your next holiday at the Expo to go into the draw for a chance to win up to $250,000. Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, Jan 18, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Next Newcastle.
This goes out to the back-to-school crew, beating the bell, raising hell, out of the box, out of the blocks. Find your perfect fit at the Athlete's Foot.
This week at IGA, V Energy 4-pack half price at just $5.85. Is this right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Peter's drumsticks also half price, only $4.75.
Gosh, that's wild.
Can't believable prices now at your local IGA.
Celebrate summer's perfect pairing with our great value Stihl battery secateurs kit, $2.79, save $50. Popular petrol grass trimmer, now $2.49, save $30. Best-selling petrol blower, $3.49, save $30 again. And our new 3 Series battery mower powerhouse, $5.49, save $50, plus much more in store. Perfect pairings made to last. Stihl, for life.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now, with everything reduced across the entire range. That's affordable design for everyone. Everything is reduced during the January sale, on now at Nick Scali.
At Officeworks, you'll find low prices on the latest back-to-school tech. Plus, we won't be beaten on price with our price beat guarantee. Shop now at Officeworks.
This summer, you can't go past a Calypso mango.
People come from all around. It's Calypso time.
With more delicious mango and less seed, Calypso mangoes are totally irresistible.
Go Harvey Norman. Buy now with no deposit 15 months interest-free on a participating Latitude credit card and get a bonus gift card up to $1,000. Shop our huge range now with no deposit 50 months interest-free from Latitude and get a bonus $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend. New customers must be approved. Minimum finance $750. T's and C's, charges and exclusions apply. Equal monthly payment plan and monthly credit card fee, currently $10.95, applies. Don't miss no deposit 50 months interest-free from Latitude at Harvey Norman now.
Meet the experts, free travel talks and one-day-only exclusive deals. Plus, book and deposit your next holiday at the Expo to go into the draw for a chance to win up to $250,000. Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, Jan 18, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Next Newcastle.
It's the perfect time to talk to Patio World and save with free labour costs. Patios, opening roofs, outdoor rooms and more, all with free labour costs. So talk to Patio World today and save. Patio World.
Alex de Minaur was far from his best in the United Cup, but appears ready to put any fitness concerns behind him ahead of the Australian Open. The Demon practising in Melbourne today as others endured a more competitive tune-up at the Adelaide International.
Practice makes perfect, and Alex de Minaur needs plenty of it before the Australian Open begins. Joining reigning runner-up Alexander Zverev for a hit on Rod Laver Arena, the Demon quashing fears around his fitness after an underwhelming United Cup campaign. World #1 Carlos Alcaraz drew a huge crowd, the Spaniard sporting a LeBron James-inspired Lakers jersey, sweating out his jet lag. Olivia Gadecki one step closer to joining them in the AO main draw, winning her first qualifying match over Aranska Rus 6-2, 6-4. Isla Tomjanovic wants to rediscover her best tennis this year, showing strong signs after taking the first set over Clara Towson at the Adelaide International before the world number 14 retired hurt.
I just never give up and always try to find solutions, so I'm really happy to come into 2026 January feeling really good.
17-year-old Emerson Jones beaten in straight sets by American Emma Navarro. So too was Alexei Popyrin, though he put up a much fiercer fight against Riley Opelka.
Oh, you cannot believe it.
The giant American firing 22 aces Popyrin's way. The Aussie was valiant, forcing a second set tiebreak, ultimately losing 6-3, 7-6. Daniil Medvedev making a bold statement after his Brisbane International triumph.
And I know that when I'm playing good, there are not that many players that can beat me easily or at all.
Third time lucky for Team Poland. Finally winning the United Cup, beating Switzerland 2-1 in Sydney in what proved to be an emotional final for both teams. Nicole Dunn, NBN News.
Alex Carey hasn't skipped a beat on return to the Big Bash, scoring 71 off 39 in a crucial knock for Adelaide. The Strikers were chasing 233 at Adelaide Oval and were on track until Carey was dismissed, marking an epic collapse of 6 for 14. That gifted the Scorchers a 32-run win, moving to second on the ladder. Manchester United will go another season without silverware after a 2-1 defeat to Brighton in the third round of the FA Cup. It's the first time since 1982 the Red Devils have been booted from the competition in the first elimination round. A hat-trick to Brazilian winger Gabriel Martinelli lifted Arsenal to a 4-1 victory over Championship side Portsmouth. Barcelona has taken the bragging rights in the Spanish Super Cup. Rafinha scoring twice as the 16-time champions beat Real Madrid 3-2. One of football's great rivalries ending with every player from both teams inside the box as Real pushed for an equaliser in injury time, but they couldn't find it. Barca winning back-to-back titles. Less than 2 weeks on from her wedding in Australia, Sam Kerr is already back on the field, featuring in Chelsea's huge Super League win over West Ham. By the time superstar striker was subbed on in the second half, the result was beyond doubt. The Blues thumping the Hammers 5-0 to solidify second place on the ladder. Reigning Super Bowl champions Philadelphia are out of the NFL playoffs, beaten by San Francisco 49ers 23-19. The loss ending Australian Jordan Mailata's hopes of winning a second straight title. In the AFC, Buffalo stayed alive with a comeback win over the Jaguars. The Bills winning a thriller 27-24. New England won their first playoff game since 2018, downing Los Angeles Chargers 16-3. Patriots defensive tackle Milton Williams was so excited he hugged his coach with his helmet still on, leaving him with a bloody lip. Danielle Scott has become the 4th Australian in 5 days to win World Cup gold as the country's momentum builds towards the Milano Cortina Games. The 35-year-old with renewed belief as she hunts for her first Olympic medal.
A deep breath as she stared down the slope. Danielle Scott desperate to end a 3-year World Cup title drought.
She's down in 15th in the standings.
Sticking the landing, a relieved Scott was all smiles. The Australian heading into the final run in second place.
If she does it flawlessly, it could put her in the lead. All going well so far. There's not a lot wrong with that from Danielle Scott.
That jump securing gold for the emotional Aussie, celebrating her first podium finish of the season.
I've had a rough run this season. There's been a lot of highs, a lot of lows, coming back to triples. It's been tricky, but today I really just needed to go and prove myself, and I did that, so I'm stoked.
The 3-time Olympian joining Bree Walker, Jakara Anthony and Laura Peel as World Cup event winners this week. The latter coming unstuck today.
A back slap, and Peel is down and out.
Thankfully, the Australian wasn't injured ahead of the final day of competition tomorrow. Scary scenes for these American bobsledders too.
Oh, absolute disaster for the Americans.
Replay showing just how lucky Hunter Powell was.
Oh, goodness.
Unaware of the drama unfolding behind him, driver Chris Horn skated down the St Moritz track solo, reaching 120 kilometres per hour until he could shuffle back to reach the brakes.
Just wow.
Zach Bailey, NBN News.
After the break, Toby Price makes up time at the Dakar Rally and the Hunters' Rowan Tungate goes close at the Oceania Speedway Championships.
Fly free to Europe plus one-day only savings when you book scenic or Emerald cruises at the Holiday and Cruise Expo. Reserve your free tickets to win. Newcastle Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, January 18, 10 till 3 at Next Newcastle.
Took all the up and goes.
Up and Go Liquid Breakfast. Fuel with protein, fibre and vitamins to get up and go.
It's back. Ford Ranger Black Edition. Get the value you really want. With black honeycomb grille, side steps and 17-inch alloys. All for just $55k drive away. Ranger Black Edition at your local Ford dealer now. Stocks are limited, so get in quick.
I'm John Keneally and I manage an organic egg farm in Mangrove Mountain. We mow large areas, so we need a mower that's reliable and comfortable. We use Ferris machines on our property. The Ferris mowers are great for our needs. The independent suspension gives us a smooth ride and an even cut. The comfort level is great. It makes the job easier, so we get it done fast. The same goes for me at home. I use the Ferris on my own property to keep the place up to scratch. I'd recommend a Ferris to anyone.
Life's a journey, and when you arrive at retirement, you want to make sure that you stay in the driver's seat. Tarragal Glen Apartments are designed for living and ageing well, with care close by. Navigate the life you want at Tarragal Glen Apartments.
The Plush summer sale is on now, with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off during the summer sale. On now at Plush, the sofa specialists.
Think sofas, think Plush.
Every 90 seconds, a young person reaches out to Kids Helpline.
Thank you for calling Kids Helpline. You can call us anytime.
But what if no one answered? By supporting your town, you are directly supporting Kids Helpline. Win and choose between a $3.3 million luxury prize home or gold. Hurry, get your tickets at yourtownprizehomes.com.au because every ticket helps answer the call 24/7.
It's Tank World's up to 50% off clearance sale. Save up to 50% off our entire range of round tanks and Tank World pumps from 1,000 to 47,750 litres. All stock must go 10 days only. Think Tank World, 1-800 68 69 70.
Fly free to Europe plus one-day only savings when you book scenic or Emerald cruises at the Holiday and Cruise Expo. Reserve your free tickets to win. Newcastle Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, January 18, 10 till 3 at Next Newcastle.
This report brought to you by Ferris Mowers. Experience the difference suspension makes at your Ferris dealer today.
Australia's Daniel Sanders holds on to the lead of the Dakar Rally as it enters its second week. Sanders was fourth fastest on stage 7. On four wheels, the Hunters' Toby Price gained time across gravel and sand to record his second straight fourth-placed finish.
For us, we don't know what we're doing. I just keep trying to click gears and have a good time. And I think we were fighting pretty much all day with the lead.
Price climbing to 12th in the standings. Kenan Rue has booked his ticket to the Speedway Grand Prix qualifiers, winning the Oceania title in Adelaide last night. Rue launched from the tapes and was faultless, taking the checkered flag. The Hunters' Rowan Tungate finished second. The Hunter's Christian Mansell made his comeback to racing at the weekend, driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3 Evo in the 6 hours of Abu Dhabi. Almost 12 months since stepping away from Formula 2, the 20-year-old and Team Motopark were on track for a podium in class before one of his teammates crashed out. Mansell now turns his attention to the 24 hours of Dubai this weekend. The Jets have won 4 straight games on the road for the first time in the A-League, marking the feat with a 1-0 victory over City. Lockie Rose putting in a man-of-the-match performance and now the outright leader for the Golden Boot.
Starved of the ball up front, Lockie Rose never stopped trying.
Still great pressure coming all over the park. Oh, Lockie Rose, he's Rob Ferreira. Rose, the shot and the goal!
His 6th goal of the season, another match winner.
Whether I score or I don't score, as long as we win, I don't really care.
The Jets have now kept the defending A-League premiers Auckland and champions Melbourne City at bay in their last 2 outings.
Yeah, obviously very disappointing, but we probably deserve what we got at the end.
A clean sheet capping off Newcastle's 4th straight win on the road.
Defending is as much a mentality as it is, technique or working hard. If you have a mentality where you feel like you're not going to concede and you're working for each other, then that helps.
The resurgent Jets leaping to 4th on the table, now just 2 wins off top spot.
That's credit to the group, that's credit to the players, that's credit to the hard work that they put in every single day.
Mark Milligan's starting 11 in Melbourne yesterday was also the youngest A-League side in 2 years.
I'm surprised because Joe got the start today as well, so we added some age to that.
The squad banding together after an emotional week where Alex Battolado and Christian Bracco began rehab on season-ending knee injuries.
Everybody who plays is playing because they deserve to play.
The Jets are on the road again this weekend, taking on the Wanderers on Saturday afternoon.
Valentine has welcomed home one of its favourite sons ahead of the Northern NPL season. After 2 years abroad in the US, Max Middleby has returned, hoping to help his junior club fight for finals.
A happy homecoming for a local favourite. Valentine FC's lone Australian representative back where it all began.
Of course I've got a soft spot for Valo. Since I was 5 I was here till about 15, and now that I'm back and Lee's given me the opportunity to be back, I'm really excited.
After 2 years with LA Galaxy, 20-year-old Max Middleby returns a new man.
Of course the football was a different level, but then as a man, as a person, just living out of home and away from my family, it was a great experience.
Limited opportunities with the Galaxy first team has led the defender home, but he says this is far from the end of his professional career.
Still a dream of mine to be a footballer. I want to keep pursuing it, but like I said before, my focus is on playing here, playing well and getting the love back.
Now he's back in Valentine colours, there's a chance he lines up alongside his 15-year-old brother for the first time.
I think he'll be excited. It won't give me much, but he'll be excited for me to help out with him.
It's been several years since Valentine's challenge for silverware, but with coach Lee Sterry and Middleby back in the fold, there's every chance this will be the season the Phoenix rise from the ashes.
It's a good opportunity this year to really improve the club and take it to the next level and compete against the top teams.
Valentine's season kicks off in late February. Jack Marnie, NBN News.
It's safe to say Max has football in his blood.
He sure does. Good credentials. Thank you so much, Adam. Stay with us. We'll check the local weather details right after the break.
Doctors told Margaret she wasn't donor material.
He said, oh, you're too old, you're too fat.
She proved them wrong to save husband Gary. A current affair next.
Meet the experts, free travel talks and one-day-only exclusive deals. Plus, book and deposit your next holiday at the Expo to go into the draw for a chance to win up to $250,000. Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, Jan 18, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Next Newcastle.
Who didn't pre-wash them?
Leave it to Fairy.
But it won't be clean.
Leave it to new Fairy 5-Power Action. Now with Fairy's best breakthrough cleaning power for a thorough clean. Leave it to new Fairy 5-Power Action.
Grab the crew and get out there for a BCFing summer. Soak up the sun this summer with 40% off a huge range of pool inflatables. How's that? Catalogue out now. BCF and fun, hey!
The Nick Scali January sale is on now, with everything reduced across the entire range. That's affordable design for everyone. Everything is reduced during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
At Audica, we believe life's better when you can hear it, which is why we provide expert hearing care tailored to your needs. Audica, your hearing is our expertise.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Confused about the major changes in home care packages?
What happens to my existing care package?
How much is this co-pay?
How do I get into the system?
What are these new eligibility requirements?
What services are available now?
What you need is clear expert advice, so call us. Right at Home are industry leaders for in-home care. We'll sit with you in your home and help you navigate the new system to get the support you deserve. So don't stress. Call us for your free appointment with Right at Home right now.
When the pollen count is high, your home should still feel fresh. Panasonic's Nano EX technology inhibits allergens so you can breathe easy at home all season long. Happiness is purified fresh air. Happiness is Panasonic Air Conditioning.
There's a place where you'll always receive the best care. A place where you'll feel more relaxed and comfortable. At Silver Chain, that place is your place. Get the best care home delivered with Silver Chain.
The once-a-year summer spa sale is on again. Saunas from $2,150. Spa pools from $4,690. Huge savings store-wide. Indoor-outdoor spas.
Meet the experts, free travel talks and one-day-only exclusive deals. Plus, book and deposit your next holiday at the Expo to go into the draw for a chance to win up to $250,000. Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, Jan 18, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Next Newcastle.
Well, the cooler change has brought some welcome showers to the Hunter and Central Coast. Around 6 mils recorded at Williamtown since midnight, and we're likely to see more falls later in the week. Cloud with ex-tropical cyclone Koji continues to produce heavy rain and flooding, while further west, storm clouds can be seen over parts of the Top End and Kimberley regions. Closer to home, cloud over eastern New South Wales and southeast Queensland with onshore winds is bringing some showers. Tomorrow, Queenslanders can expect more rain and thunderstorms from the north through central parts and to the east. Onshore flow will ramp up shower activity for us, bringing falls across eastern New South Wales. Checking today's top temperatures, Norah Head 23 degrees. It was mild too at Gosford, up to 22 degrees. Cessnock hit 24, Maitland 25 degrees today, and at Scone a top of 30. The showers have cleared for now, although it's likely to be cloud affected again tomorrow. Top temperatures into the high 20s along the coast and into the 30s once again in the valley. Muswellbrook 33 degrees is on the way. At Maitland tomorrow 28 degrees. Heading over to Nelson Bay 27 is the expected top, and that's also the expected maximum tomorrow at Gosford and at Woy Woy. Checking offshore conditions now for the Hunter coastal waters. Seas a metre, the swell 1.5. Winds will be east-southeasterlies getting up to 15 knots. The sun's up tomorrow at 5:57, setting at 6 minutes past 8. Low water just before midday. Showers potentially turning to storms midweek at Newcastle. We can expect up to 10 mils too on Thursday. The storm activity could dump some heavier falls of rain too on Thursday in the valley. And it's becoming more unsettled towards the end of the week on the Central Coast. Those temperatures staying up in the high 20s. And that's NBN News for this Monday. A current affair is next, and we'll have updates throughout the evening. Thanks for your company from all of us here. Good night.
Hello, I'm Deb Knight. Welcome to A Current Affair. Amid the deadly bushfires ravaging Victoria, incredible tales of heroism. And with emergency services stretched, a group of neighbours banded together to save their homes, armed with a 63-year-old fire truck and a carton of eggs.
It's the noise that I'll remember for the rest of my life. It was like a jet engine for sure.
It was just like
exploded. Yeah, it was, and I rang my wife and go, this is bad, this is really bad.
It'd race up another hill, jump from hill to hill.
The fire came in from the north, but after that it was 360 surrounding us, and we had no way out anyway. It was a definite wall of fire.
After days of yellow skies and howling winds, there's an eerie quiet over Victoria's rural heartland. The firestorm has passed through Ruffy, taking with it half the town.
There was 30 houses that have been burnt to the ground, along with other structures.
The small village in Victoria's northeast was one of the first to be hit by the Longwood bushfire on Thursday. Today, local CFA captain George Noy had his first chance to count the losses.
The primary school, the old church, the engineering workshop, so there's a lot of heartache there. The Ruffy rec ground, the pavilion just got obliterated.
That list would have been much longer if not for the efforts of locals. We'll call them heroes.
We didn't have respirators, we didn't have goggles, we had no gear. And we just wet towels, we just wore like jeans, we just wet ourselves down.
We managed to save eight homes and little farms.
From their home and farrier business in Ruffy, Kim and Dan Leach cobbled together a group of 12 neighbours and workers to stay and fight.
I have 4 apprentices. This is like they've never done anything like this. Like some of them didn't even know how to start a pump the other day or have a chainsaw, you know.
There was no way that Dan and I could have defended the place on our own. So I don't know how you thank people.
They gave their all for their properties and their neighbours' properties.
Yeah, so. They don't even know these people. And they're literally in situations that risk their lives. It's insane.
Born and raised in Ruffy, Kim and neighbour Scott Rowan had never seen anything like it.
I came down and caught up with Dan to try and sort of set some sort of plan if we could, but it's pretty hard to plan when it comes so quick.
They were working alongside Chris Hewlett and Jack Charnock.
Boys all just worked together and we did what we could, and we've saved all this property, saved pretty much all their fencing here.
I was on a bit of everywhere. One minute I was on here and driving another ute and then on the CFA rig.
For 3 days, they ploughed empty paddocks with a single tractor to churn up the ground and stop the fire spreading. You can see here, it worked.
Because we had no help, then we resorted to a tractor and a plough. And the plough basically saved this property, that property, the property across the road.
And at one stage in the afternoon, we were calling 000 and I was pleading with them to help, but unfortunately, their resources were stretched.
A neighbour's old 1963 Austin allowed them to cover more ground. So you were driving through fire in this old girl?
It's got a few sprinklers on the front, which we didn't even know. We didn't even know the truck, and Dan's like, oh, there's a lever, and sprinklers could come out the front.
But the 63-year-old fire truck encountered radiator problems, but a carton of eggs sorted that out.
A bush hack or something, if you've got a hole in your radiator, get the egg whites.
So you couldn't have done it without her?
No, definitely not. No, it's just the water capacity, and she's a beauty.
There you go, a couple of eggs.
That's it, really. Not much to it. Yeah, and now Chris has fallen in love with it and wants to keep it.
The team would split up to tackle outbreaks along Longwood Ruffy Road and brought these dozen racehorses to safety. But they soon realised they couldn't contact each other.
We had limited phone service, so then we were trying to find radios so that we could at least have some sort of communication with each other.
Jack crafted these radio holsters in the midst of the inferno.
It was easy to hold, and I had one that kept falling off me, so I just made one, and then I just kept making a couple more.
They didn't sleep from Wednesday night to Saturday morning, but their efforts meant they could make phone calls like these.
I called him the first time. I said, sorry, it's too dangerous. We can't keep fighting this. The boys drove over the hill. They're like, the house is still there. I called him back and he's like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, your house is still there. And I could hear cheering in the background and crying.
All up, more than 350 structures across Victoria have been burnt to the ground, 400,000 hectares ravaged since Thursday, and 27 fires remain burning across the state, 12 of them classified as major. With the flames behind them now, the people of Ruffy are getting hay out to desperate farmers and clearing roads of fallen branches.
Yesterday when the boys went through and cleared roads, they went and checked on people and sort of got a rough idea of what they needed. So it's really just stock food and water. Just keep getting it down to them as much as we can.
The last couple of days we've really been getting into recovery mode. The farmers needed feed and fodder, water. So everyone that's been donating, thank you, that's been reaching us.
You guys deserve a medal, hey? I don't know about that.
I wouldn't have thought so.
No, just looking out for each other.
Yeah, what an incredible bunch of heroes, just phenomenal. Unfortunately, Victoria is not out of the woods just yet. Tonight there are 12 major fires still burning across the state. Our thoughts are with everyone still battling those blazes. Will paid for a pet sitter to look after his fur babies, Sadie and Bambi, while on holiday. But he claims Isabel took much more than the dog for a walk. When he got home, thousands of dollars worth of his belongings were missing. And then he checked his cameras.
They list on their website that their pet sitters are vetted and they're trustworthy, but when you see it on a camera, them carrying everything out of the house that you've paid for, you've worked for, and is yours, it's a little bit disheartening.
It's a dog act if we've ever seen one.
They've taken photos of bank cards and wiped bank accounts. 2 o'clock in the morning, I had a $1,000 shopping spree on Temu.
This client believes Isabel Dodemaide could be Australia's worst pet sitter.
And she doesn't just arrive by herself, she brings her partner.
She brings her partner that we never met. We never agreed to be in the house. They just took our blankets and threw blankets over the top of them to hide what they were carrying.
She was paid to watch Will's beloved dog Sadie and cat Bambi while he and his partner were on holiday. Instead, Will's the one watching his stuff walk out the door.
7-8 grand worth of property. Then everything from the Milwaukee multi-tool to hair products to makeup products, any designer or name brand clothes that were in the cupboard.
You were supposed to caretake his pets, but he says all you did was take his belongings.
I don't know what you're talking about, miss.
Isabel appeared like the perfect pet sitter, according to her profile on Mad Paws. She's verified with a 5-star rating, promising to love and care for your pet like my own. And she happened to be in Will's local area, northwest of the Gold Coast.
Her profile showed photos of her with pets and having fun with pets. She was listed as trustworthy.
Exactly the type of sitter Will wanted, because Sadie and Bambi are both 13 years old with medical needs. He messaged Isabel through Mad Paws and she offered an in-person meet and greet before booking.
She said she had her own dog and she took care of her own dog, and she's got all the reviews and listings that she's done it before. And she was asking if she could take them for walks, if we had a lead, where the lead would be.
So Isabel was booked for an overnight stay.
The arrangement was we were to leave in the morning. She would show up around early to mid-afternoon.
But 8 p.m. rolled around and she was nowhere to be seen on Will's cameras.
We reached out and we sent a message just saying, hey, how's everything going? Just as a check-in and a soft push as a reminder that you're supposed to be here tonight. She responded saying, the pets are going well, everything's great. Completely and utterly a lie. She was not here and had not returned.
Half an hour later, she arrives with company.
That right there, that would be Brian, and right under his arm, that would be our vacuum.
Boyfriend Ryan Conway and Isabel under blankets putting items into this Kia Cerato, which has no front number plate.
Well, if that isn't a red flag.
Pretty big red flag.
Isabel and Ryan stay for about an hour, then return again around 2 a.m.
And we watched not only the Isabel and the partner return, we watched them bring a third accomplice to their house.
As the car pulls in, 2 other people are spotted.
That would be two people who hopped out of their car outside of where they thought our camera could reach, one with a shirt wrapped around his head. About 5 minutes after they returned, we lost connection to the cameras. When we returned the next day, we found all the plugs pulled out of the Wi-Fi box and the router and out of the wall. They disconnected the Wi-Fi to shut off our cameras.
When Will arrived, Sadie and Bambi's water bowl was also empty.
Both the animals had been locked inside during the day, the whole day, inside the house. They had no water in the water bowl. The food was left out with the cat next to it, which can't happen. Immediately, we just thought that they were pigs. They just made a mess. They had left dirty dishes everywhere. They had left food in the sink, half-eaten noodles. They've raided our cupboard and the fridge.
When Will walked around the house, he realised his things had gone missing.
They'd gone through the whole fridge, any single cupboard, drawer, anywhere you could put something in the house, they'd open it up. They'd gone for diamond earrings, diamond jewellery.
Then the situation went from bad to worse.
When I opened my phone and noticed my account was essentially empty.
Will went straight to the police and messaged Isabel to bring back his belongings, but she ignored him, so we got her on the phone.
Have I got Isabel Dottermaid here?
Yes, true.
One of your clients has accused you of taking thousands of dollars worth of their property.
Right, yeah, what's the go?
But it didn't take long for Isabel to seemingly forget about her latest pet-sitting client.
So do you remember Will?
I don't know who that is.
Is there anything you'd like to say about those allegations?
I don't know what you're talking about, miss.
So this is what it says on their website. All of our pet sitters undergo a thorough vetting procedure before they appear on Mad Paws.
There's no way.
It turns out Isabel has a rap sheet. She's previously been convicted of unlawful use of a motor vehicle, driving without a licence, possessing dangerous drugs and breaching bail.
Mad Paws, they have offered a $150 pet voucher for a pet assessment for our cat to get tested and make sure he's okay, and a $40 refund. Their insurance doesn't cover the pet sitter stealing all your stuff.
In a statement, Mad Paws telling A Current Affair, our vetting process includes a rigorous review of every application. While not required, we strongly encourage every sitter to undergo a police check. The sitter involved has been removed from our platform, but had no prior incidents since joining in 2023. We welcome law enforcement and they have our full support in their investigation.
Do the right thing, bring us back our stuff.
For their part, police say they are looking into it. It's proving an Aussie whodunit. 1 tonne blocks of solid sandstone next to a busy road and homes gone without a trace. Apparently no one saw or heard a thing. So exactly who and how did they pull off a heist for the ages?
23 heavy sandstone blocks were taken.
And the big rocks.
And they took them all at once.
They were stolen over the weekend.
Because it's on a main road, there's houses right across the road.
For centuries, humanity has pondered the removal of massive monoliths.
Had some kind of earth-moving machine, maybe, I don't know, that was in the middle of the night.
The Great Pyramid of Lake Macquarie.
Before backhoes, bulldozers and forklifts, Egyptian Jenga in the desert had the world baffled.
How do human beings move these great sort of 2.5 tonne pieces of rock?
And they probably asked the same question we ask today. How did they do it?
Pythagoras hadn't even done his sums before precision-perfect pyramids. And it wasn't the only great mystery of the world.
Known as Stonehenge.
Giant boulders tossed around like kids' toys, from Stonehenge to Easter Island. Some experts even suggesting the rocks could walk. And maybe that explains how this happened.
I think a lot of people are getting a good laugh out of it. You know, like, got to see the funny side of how crazy it is to pull off such a feat.
In Lake Macquarie, New South Wales, 23 huge council sandstone blocks in a very public park. 2 metres long, 1.1 tonnes each. Total weight, 25 tonnes. roughly 6 adult African bull elephants, gone in a blink.
Yeah, there has to be a crane involved for sure.
Yeah.
And then for nobody to see it, that's amazing.
So, we went to the man who knows more about moving big rocks than anyone on the planet, Professor Aidan Dodson, world-renowned Egyptologist from the University of Bristol.
Really going back to the earliest days when sort of Europeans sort of realised there were these things called pyramids, there's always been this idea that simply local people using muscle power, whether they could do it or not.
Manpower? Surely not. A stone's throw away, we ran into Joshua Joe the Giant Sampson, a regular BFG, really.
Well, thanks for the lift. What else can you carry?
Look, I've lifted 200 kilo at the stones before. I've done it over 400 kilo yoke. I can deadlift over 300 kilos, and I can overhead press 140.
I suppose you can also pull a truck.
Yep, I've pulled a 13-ton truck before.
At 6'10", Australia's tallest bodybuilder and strongman agreed to test the theory.
When I first heard the story, I think it's unfathomable.
You'd need trucks, forklifts.
Yeah, you need a good truck setup, your proper high abs, and even high abs generally aren't strong enough to lift this sort of stuff. Like, you need a heavy-duty truck, because most trucks you put this on the back, that's max capacity straight away. Ah!
Unless you've got, well, him.
Ah!
Council appealed for help to find the culprits. The theories have sent the internet into a spin. I can park up in my van overnight and get moved on by council rangers, yet this unseen. We got Lake Macquarie Sandstone Block Heist DLC before the delayed Grand Theft Auto 6. Saw this guy playing Jenga round the corner, if that helps. Speaking of Andre the Giant, the blocks had been there since July to stop illegal parking at the popular park area that houses a brand new soccer facility. Hell hath no fury like a soccer mum's scorn, one man wrote about the missing blocks.
A bit of an effort, that's for sure, especially if no one saw anything.
There's a rumour going around that they're starting to build the Great Pyramid of Lake Macquarie.
There might be.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, but...
Like all good mysteries, the details emerge over time. In Egypt, it turns out water played a critical role.
Is that every year there was a Nile flood. They made maximum use of the fact there's a flood to float stuff right up to the edge of the building area.
But a month on, not even the shores of Lake Macquarie have spilled a clue. Even then, there's still another problem.
So how many of you do you reckon it would take to lift this?
Oh, I'd probably need three I reckon.
So 3 of Australia's strongest men?
Yeah, 3 of me.
Unless...
It's remarkable to me that in these days when you feel you can't move without some kind of camera spotting you, that they can spirit away these kind of things.
No one saw anything unusual to our knowledge, some even suggesting a flak jacket Louvre-style heist.
This vision capturing the moment the masked gang steal priceless jewellery in a 7-minute broad daylight heist.
The daring daytime escape after that $100 million jewel heist at the Louvre.
Which brings us to one of this region's crown jewels.
Vanishing sandstone blocks isn't the only mystery to reach the shores of Lake Macquarie. It's now been 2 years since the local icon, the big prawn, lost its head.
The lesser-known big prawn made nationwide news when thieves are thought to have peeled off its head with an angle grinder. It's never been found. At least there won't be any ID issues, which adds more weight to solving this crime.
This is like Ocean's 11 kind of stuff.
No stone's gone unturned in the case, except for 23. Some online now even suggesting an elaborate hoax. Another asking, did Lake Macquarie Council forget to pay the contractor's bill?
I'm sure it will all come out eventually, but exactly how they did it is indeed a mystery, and far probably more mysterious to me anyway than how to build an Egyptian pyramid.
With water bollards filling the vacancies, the only hole left is the $10,000 in ratepayers' pockets. And what are the blocks doing now?
I think it's probably just a great wall at someone's house.
The Great Wall of Lake Macquarie.
That's right.
Maybe that's it.
Can it be seen from the moon? We'll find out. Yeah.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
What a mystery, hey? So if you happen to know where the sandstone blocks have gone or who done it, we would love to hear from you. Up next, AI trying to cash in on $1 billion industry, but its claims of helping you lose weight easier come with a warning.
AI is being used to feed into people's insecurities and it's offering false hope.
The eyes of the world turn to Melbourne.
That's the confidence of a major champion.
There is a buzz out there.
You can't take your eyes off it. Incredible.
Oh my!
All eyes are focused on the twists and turns.
Go Harvey Norman. Buy now with no deposit, 15 months interest-free on a participating Latitude credit card and get a bonus gift card up to $1,000. Shop our huge range now with no deposit, 50 months interest-free from Latitude and get a bonus $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend. New customers must be approved. Minimum financed $750. T's and C's, charges and exclusions apply. Equal monthly payment plan and monthly credit card fee, currently $10.95, applies. Don't miss no deposit, 15 months interest-free from Latitude at Harvey Norman now.
Hungry Jack's fried chicken saucy ribs. That's right, saucy chicken ribs. Big, thick, juicy, bone-in chicken, smothered in 3 delicious sauces. Saucy chicken ribs. Pure happy mess. Only at Hungry Jack's.
This week at IGA, V Energy 4-pack half price at just $5.85. Is this right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Peter's drumsticks also half price, only $4.75.
Gosh, that's wild.
Can't believable prices now at your local IGA.
Celebrate summer's perfect pairing with our battery circuit tours kit $279, save $50. And new 3 Series battery lawnmower $549, save $50 again. Perfect pairings made to last. Still, for life.
At Audica, we believe life's better when you can hear it, which is why we provide expert hearing care tailored to your needs. Audica. Your hearing.
Harvey Norman. Shop mobiles and computers with no deposit, 36 months interest-free on a participating Latitude credit card and get a bonus gift card up to $400. Update your tech with no deposit, 36 months interest-free from Latitude and get a bonus $50 gift card for every $500 you spend. New customers must be approved. Minimum financed amount $500. T's and C's, charges and exclusions apply. Equal monthly payment plan and monthly credit card fee, currently $10.95, applies. Don't miss no deposit, 36 months interest-free from Latitude at Harvey Norman now.
Welcome to Palm Lake Resort Foster Lakes, where community, connection and lifestyle come together. At the heart of the resort is the award-winning Bel Air Country Club, a social hub where neighbours become friends. Your home here is designed for ease and comfort. Free call 1800 577 542 or visit the Sales Information Centre 7 days a week. Palm Lake Resort Foster Lakes. This is your time.
During the Nick Scali January sale, the Elise King bed is half price, now only $16.90. That's affordable design for everyone. Everything is reduced during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
Go Harvey Norman and beat the heat with our huge range of cooling solutions for your home. Split systems from all the big brands, plus portable air cons and fans to get you through the hot nights. Best brands, best range, best prices at Harvey Norman now.
Welcome back. If losing some weight is part of your New Year's resolution, you might consider anything to make it a bit easier. Now AI is stepping in with a simple solution, claiming to be able to count your calories with just the snap of a photo. But it's not all.
This is the account, so if you see this account, it is completely AI.
AI is being used to feed into people's insecurities and it's offering false hope. There's no way that those kind of transformations can be real.
It's weight loss goals, a before and after photo that would motivate most. There's only one problem.
And The amount of people that have liked and commented on it, thinking that it is legit, is concerning.
The after photo is real. It's fitness influencer Finlay Norlander who makes a living motivating others to move their bodies. But the before photo, she says, is fake, digitally altered to make her look larger, used by a new calorie counting app called Calorie AI to spruik its product on social media.
The amount of people that I'm assuming that are in the comments being like, oh my God, fabulous transformation and all this other like just mind-blowing. That is not a legitimate transformation. Nice to know that that's what I would look like if I ate too much.
Calorie AI has posted a series of images featuring apparently fake AI before photos and real after photos of fitness influencers who say they never gave permission, including fellow Aussie Hannah Pearson.
It just needs to get done. The gains aren't going to grow themselves.
The app claims to offer simple and fast nutrition logging with just a photo, along with the side of fat shaming on social media.
These are either deep fakes or the images have been altered. Overnight change is not real.
Nutritionist Mandy Sacker says she was shocked but not surprised to see artificial intelligence used this way.
Mandy, how dangerous can this type of content be?
It really upsets me when I think there are so many vulnerable people out there being sold false hope.
She says the app is trying to cash in on the billion-dollar weight loss industry.
This app promises to be able to compare the calories in food just off a photo. Is that even possible?
I'm here to tell you that it's not. Anyone who knows about the work I do sees that I show you one cracker and compare it to another cracker, and the nutritional value of both, even if they look identical, is very, very different.
Mandy, who has her own real food rating, says nothing beats knowing how to read nutrition labels and ingredient lists for long-term sustainable weight loss.
When we are just taking AI with no discernment, offering overnight results, showing deep fake or altered pictures of our favourite celebrities, it's a scam and should be avoided by anyone who truly values their health and well-being.
Coming up, a brother's fight to put his own sister back behind bars.
She's a monster.
Go Harvey Norman and beat the heat with our huge range of cooling solutions for your home. Split systems from all the big brands, plus portable air cons and fans to get you through the hot nights. Best brands, best range, best prices at Harvey Norman now.
Go!
Took all the up and goes.
Up and Go Liquid Breakfast. Fueled with protein, fibre and vitamins to get up and go.
At Audica, we believe life's better when you can hear it, which is why we provide expert hearing care tailored to your needs. Audica, your hearing is our expertise.
I'm doing light and easy to be the best version of myself for my wife and my daughter. Since starting, I've lost 14 kilos and yeah, I feel great. For me, portions that's where I struggle. Whereas this, I know I've got a decent sized meal and it will fill me up. Light and Easy has a great range of options. Everything from butter chicken to barbecue chicken with cheesy pasta bake. Like, how good's that? Every night is something different. It's pretty hard to believe Light and Easy is healthy because the flavours, yeah, it was too good to be true.
Lose weight without losing the joy of eating. Start Light and Easy today.
This summer, you can't go past a Calypso mango.
People come from all around. It's Calypso time.
With more delicious mango and less seed, Calypso mangoes are totally irresistible.
Is your bloated belly making you feel fat and miserable? Caruso's Bloaties to the rescue. Caruso's Bloaties contains peppermint and ginger, which are traditionally used in Western herbal medicine to relieve bloating, indigestion and wind, plus digestive enzymes to help your body digest lactose and fat. So if you're fed up with your bloated belly making you feel fat and miserable, try Caruso's Bloaties today. Caruso's Bloaties comes with a money-back guarantee and is available from leading pharmacies and health stores.
I'm snapping now and saying cheese. So they get inspired about that.
The Plush summer sale is on now with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off during the summer sale. On now at Plush, the sofa specialists.
Think sofas, think Plush.
Meet the experts, free travel talks and one-day only exclusive deals. Plus, book and deposit your next holiday at the Expo to go into the draw for a chance to win up to $250,000. Newcastle's Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, Jan 18, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Next Newcastle.
Go Harvey Norman. Buy now with no deposit, 15 months interest-free on a participating Latitude credit card and get a bonus gift card up to $1,000. Shop our huge range now with no deposit, 50 months interest-free from Latitude and get a bonus $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend. New customers must be approved. Minimum financed $750. T's and C's, charges and exclusions apply. Equal monthly payment plan and monthly credit card fee, currently $10.95, applies. Don't miss no deposit, 15 months interest-free from Latitude at Harvey Norman now.
Well, girls and boys, it's been another very exciting day for our friend Big Dog. Lots of adventure and fun for everyone. But now it's time for Big Dog to say goodnight. Good night, Big Dog. Good night, girls and boys. Sweet dreams.
Tomorrow night, In the Face of Evil.
I have seizures.
This babysitter betrayed families, jailed for unthinkable crimes.
I've got kids and grandkids. There is no way in hell I would ever let Helen live.
Is Helen hiding another secret?
What they don't know about is Helen's dark past.
That's tomorrow. And before we go, we'd like to send our best wishes to New South Wales Police Inspector Amy Scott. Inspector Scott, who's the hero police officer, praised for her bravery during the Bondi Junction shopping centre attack in 2024, has been diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of breast cancer. Amy is a loving wife and mother of 2 young boys, and she does have a tough battle ahead. To make the financial burden on Amy and her family a little easier, her colleagues have launched a fundraiser. If you'd like to donate, head to policelegacynsw.org.au or scan the QR code on your screen. Amy is, of course, among more than 20,000 Australians diagnosed with breast cancer each year. To support life-saving research in this space, head to the Breast Cancer Network Australia website. And that's our program. I'm Deb Knight. Thanks for your company. From the team, enjoy your evening. Good night.
Your favourite travel